Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. So in the last episode, what did we do again? Well, we met the two weaponsmiths back at our settlement called Shamblin Steps, I think it was called. So we met those two weaponsmiths, and I think we built workshops for both of them. And then something happened with our gift, in that one of the weaponsmiths were making for us. One of her apprentices actually took the gift, stole it, and then ran away, being crazy and everything. And so we have to find him as well. So apparently the weapon is flawed in a way that it made the apprentice crazy in a way. That's pretty much it, I think. Nothing else noteworthy happened. So right now we are about to head deeper into Dunsward and find this one, these ancient ruins, I think it was. Let's see. It was it? Oh wait, it's not mentioned. It's not mentioned here in the. It wasn't mentioned in the journal. It's mentioned in one of the letters here. I think it was somewhere around here. Unfinished letter there. A few days back, an adventurer by the name of Willas Gunderson retrieved a mysterious bracelet from one of the ancient ruins scattered across Dunsward. So I believe that we have to go and find these ruins where Gunderson found that bracelet. And how much time do we have? We have pretty much exactly 50 days before something happens to our kingdom. That basically the same fate that happened to Varnhold will happen to our barony as well. So we gotta hurry, unless we are or else we are screwed. So, without further ado, let's try to find that spider lair. No, it can't be there. It's supposed to be ancient ruins. Random encounter, peaceful travelers. I'm thinking that maybe I should approach them. You know what? Let's approach them. Maybe we can actually ask them more about the surrounding area. Maybe they can point us to some ancient ruins. Let's see. Is that a skeleton? Why, yes it is. Skeletal salesman. And great nightmare. A fiery horse. Holy crap. Who did I run into? Click the salesman. Excuse me. Okay, so a skeleton walks slowly towards you. His skull is filled with coins, which glimmer through his empty eye sockets, clinking with every step. He halts beside a cart filled with valuable-looking items. He waves at you in a friendly manner with his bony hand. Hello, allow me to introduce myself. I am the skeletal salesman. Do not look upon my face, or its absence. Look at my wares. Choose. Buy. I will destroy you, dead one. Who are you? Oh, this story is as sad as it is cautionary. The skeleton raises a thin white finger. I was once like you, wandering in search of adventure, fearlessly delving into dark caves, hidden temples, and ancient ruins. Yeah, speaking about ancient ruins, you don't happen to know if there's any nearby here. Taking whatever I pleased. But then I set forth an adventure which was to crown my career. I discovered the den of a dead dragon. A massive treasure trove lied within. I could purchase all of Absalom with such a hoard, and half of Restov with the change. The owner lay dead upon the heap of gold, bare bones, just as I am now, breathless and still. How was I to know he wasn't truly dead? Or rather he was, but not quite. You know, I'm dead. A dragon lich. Well, that sounds quite badass, actually. I couldn't have imagined it in my wildest dreams. He grabbed a hold of me with his bony talon, and I bid my life farewell. But then I looking upon the pile of bones and equipment left behind by the dragon's former guests, and my panicked mind coughed forth a brilliant idea, an idea worth 1,000,000 coins. I offered the dragon a deal, and he agreed. Imagine that. What was the deal? You see, dragons are greedy for treasure, but they have no need of swords or armor. So I offered So I offered a hold a sale. I would turn the junk he has been storing for ages into newly minted coins. Why did I read jewelry? The dragon approved of the idea and gave me the job. He did, however, place a curse upon me, as you can see. Now I am but bare bones. But fear not. To tell you the truth, I rather enjoy it. I go wherever I please, talk to interesting people, and no longer need I fear death. Well, okay, but something tells me that you're not getting that many customers because you are a walking skeleton. Well, show me your wares. The skeleton happily clings the coins in his skull. With great pleasure. Here, look, choose, buy. Well, let's see what you got. Don't we have that? Like exactly the same weapon. I guess it's in my stash back at the capital. That looks very nice, but no one can use dwarven war axes. Like literally no one. Flaming comma +2. It's a monk weapon. Why don't we have any monks? Okay. Lycanthrope Bane heavy crossbow. So that's a lycanthrope. That's another name for werewolves, wasn't it? Shock Elven curved blade +2. Deals electricity damage. Shock S-Talk. Rat Catcher's Buckler. Well, that's crap. Why do you have that? Oh wait, this +2 buckler grants its wielder a +4 morale bonus armor class against the attacks of vermins. Okay, it's good against vermins, I guess. Quenchless Life. This +2 full plate grants its wielder a +2 bonus on saving throws against all spells of necromancy school. Okay. Ring of Corrosion. Whenever the wearer casts a spell with acid description, that spell deals +0.1 point of damage per die rolled. Okay. You got some very interesting stuff, but not something that I really want, I don't think. You don't use any electrical spells, do you? Shame that I can't check her spells right now. But I don't think that she uses any. Was thinking whether I should give the ropes to her. What is this anyway? Yeah, okay. Just wondering whether I should sell this. You know what? We are gonna keep it. It doesn't even weigh that much. Do you all have cloaks? Looks like it. But I'm gonna hold on to the cloak as well, just in case. This Kama looks like the most interesting weapon, but we don't have any monks. That's a shame. Oh well. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, but where is your master's den? I have been asked this question many times. Do you so badly desire that your weapons and Do you so badly desire that your weapons and it said and, not and. Sorry. So do you so badly desire that your weapons end up in my cart? If so, then just sell them to me. Or do you imagine that you will find your fortune where hundreds before you have found only death? True optimism runs through the blood of every treasure hunter, even those of us who have no blood at all. The skeleton laughs and rattles his bones. I even suggested to my master that I sell maps to his den, guaranteed revenue and new inventory, but he had no interest in this. He detests guests. He says they distract him from the contemplation of eternity. I suppose the clicking of the coins I bring him does not. Anyway, I couldn't point you to his den even if I so desired. My master robs all memory of the location of his den as soon as I step foot upon the highway. When it's time to replenish my stock, it is he who finds me. Well, okay, fair enough. Let's go then. Pity. Well, I shall eventually find someone who will buy these things. I have all the time in the world. Yeah, literally. That horse looks so goddamn badass. Okay, well, that's that, I suppose. Shame that we couldn't ask if he knows any local ruins. Okay, so, well, let's continue forward, I guess. Let's go down. Random encounter. Well, let's try to avoid enemies. Wait, yeah. What's that? Fairy ring. Okay, well, but that's not part of our barony, so not gonna bother myself with that. Kellid Barbarian camp. Do you want to enter this location? Didn't we... I think we got this one event at some point where I was informed that some Kellid barbarians have been seen in our lands. I think it was Kellid barbarians who were spotted in our lands. Well, I don't have time for them now. I really need to find these ruins, wherever they are. Enemies. Avoid them, please. Ruined.
I need to catch my breath.
What's that? Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes. The Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes is one of the numerous tombs that dot the Dunsward plains. The structure has always drawn the attention of outsiders, from scientists dreaming of solving an ancient civilization's secrets to grave robbers seeking ancient treasure. As far as anyone knows, no one has yet made it back from the Sepulchre to say for sure what is hidden inside. Okay, and ruined tower. A decayed tower that looms over the plains. This ancient setting has withstood both the elements and the test of time. Decayed but unyielding, the tall structure remains. A half-destroyed staircase with unusually tall steps leads to the higher floors, and the tower walls are covered with eroded inscriptions and images. It could be the tower, but it could be this as well. Overgrown cavern. An old cave that has been partly destroyed and can barely be seen through the heavy vegetation. I highly doubt that it's that.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go as far as we can. Okay, let's.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Yeah, we're stopping now.
I miss a good fight. I want to hit somebody so hard my fists are itching.
No comment to that. Huh, cooking failed. Ah, shame. I really should have brought Jubilost or Lindsay with me, or... Do we have any other good cooks? Tristan is the best one in our party right now. Okay, and this leads us back here, okay. Let's go to the middle. Unfinished clearing. What's this? Not the place where we want to go, but wait, can't I go... Well, let's go here, I suppose. And then we go downwards from there. It could be up here too, I guess.
I need to catch my breath.
Blood furrows. The ground in this mysterious place has been heavily disturbed, and marked with numerous strange furrows scarring the grass and unusual sunken depressions and raised mounds across the area. Okay, I highly doubt that it's that. More enemies. We have been evading enemies quite well. And rest again.
You can heal. That's good. Hero needs sidelings like you to help.
Talking to Tristan,
Everyone
I guess.
understands the language of mercy. Even such outrageous creatures as goblins.
God damn it, Tristan. And he's trying to make the most basic meal too, I think. Okay, and that's gem quarry. That would be very nice to have. Ah, if only this was in our territory. We could go to ruined... You know what, let's go to ruined tower first. The ruins of the tower loomed over the surrounding plains like a tombstone so old that time had worn away the epitaph, as well the language it had been written in. Each crumbling step of the giant stairway was as tall as a grown man's chest, and the huge portal where the door once stood was wide enough for our entire party to walk abreast through. We decided to, well, let's climb the tower, obviously. Okay, I guess you go first. Failed? What? It was hard to imagine how tall the building must have been before crumbling under its own weight. It's possible that even the owners would have towered above us, had they still been around. Even so, by using the cracks and pits in the stone wall, an experienced climber would likely be able to scale the tower. Alas, Amiri wasn't in top form that day, and we just rested too. It was fortunate that she hadn't climbed too far before her foot slipped on some wet moss. She fell to the rocks beneath, but it hurt her pride more than her body. Once we made sure she was alright, we decided to climb once more. Well, okay, let's try with Roskar, or... Why can't... Oh, there we go. I didn't know why I couldn't press accept there at first. We try. There we go. Roskar shows how it's done. This is basically the same thing, yeah. Roskar spat on his hands and swiftly climbed up to one of the high ledges, what remained of the second floor. There the walls had deteriorated, is that how you say it? They were covered with engravings, barely visible symbols of some ancient language. After catching his breath, he decided to climb further. Well, yeah, we are so not gonna be able to do this. Climb further. And he falls. Climbing higher was not an easy task. Roskar's fingers slipped on wet moss, and the rocks crumbled beneath his feet. Perched atop of a shelf on the opposite wall, a large black raven watched Roskar's ascent intently. At the worst possible moment, the rock Roskar had been holding came free from the wall, sending him plummeting. Reflex. As he fell, he tried to grab onto something. There we go. Fortunately, Roskar was able to nimbly twist himself in mid-air and caught onto the ledge he had passed on the way up. After catching his breath, he decided to... Of course we are gonna continue, because we are so not gonna be able to do this, and we are not gonna climb back down. Oh, god damn it! Yeah, it's the same thing, basically. Okay, I guess we just fall. As he fell, he tried to grab onto something. Roskar tried to grab the ledge he had passed on his way up, but his fingers grasped only air and he fell to the stone floor. The fall wrenched his body painfully, but it was fortunately not fatal. After helping him back up, we decided to turn away and leave. I was wondering if I could have sent if I could have sent Ekundayo there. We walked away, leaving the stone colossus to its eternal slumber. God damn it. I bet there was going to be some epic loot on top of the tower. But oh well, at least we now know that that's not the place that we are looking for, not the ruins. And we lost some HP as well. Well, that's a small thing. Yeah, we could go here, but yeah, we can't claim it, obviously. So, should we check this place? Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes. Well, let's check this place out. Well, it looks like a dungeon, alright. Maybe this is the place. Okay, and we are immediately met with a huge, big-ass door. Can we just open it? It's not locked. Ah, never mind, of course it's locked. A massive stone door blocks the entrance. It has no knobs, buttons or other signs as to how to unlock it. However, a thick patch of moss has been scraped off the door's hinges, hinting that it's been opened recently. Search for a way to unlock the door, try to force the door open. Well, that's the first thing that he would try. You barely scratched the door. You may as well have tried forcing your way through the rock face around it. Okay, well, let's try to find a way to unlock the door. You can't find any physical mechanisms. It seems the door must be opened through some magical means. Okay, and the best magic user that we have in our party right now is Octavia. Use detect magic. The door radiates a faint transmutation aura. Transmutation aura, you say?
Ready and willing.
You can't try to open it, can you? No. Are we have to send someone back and bring someone else here? Let's see. Who are the best magic casters in our well, not party because they're not with us, but who are the best magic casters we have? Regongar? Somehow I don't think that he can open the door. Who else do we have? I haven't had Jaethal in my party for a very, very long time. But I doubt she is going to be the... But I doubt that she can open the door either. I don't think that Canera can open the door either. Or Kaeshi/Kaliki. I don't think that either of them can open the door either. And doing this won't do anything. Okay. Is this how big place? Holy damn, this is a big ass place. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the right place. Can anyone maybe spot something? Like a hidden button or anything? Even though the game said that we can't find anything like that. So we have to open this with magical means. Like, we have to use a specific spell to open it? Yeah, this won't work. Okay, well let's go back and try to look around some more. I mean, it is still possible that that dungeon is not the ruins that we are looking for. I think that is the place, but it's still possible that it isn't. Okay, so I guess we go more to the south. How many days? How many more days left? We have rested like 3 times. 46 days, damn.
I need to catch my breath.
Sculpture garden. Nothing that interests us. Oh, random encounter that we can't avoid.
Hope it not fight back.
Oh,
Best
just
kind of fight.
Zombie Cyclops and some Spricken. Yeah, Sprickens. Should we just...
Moment of respite.
Maybe we should just let them kill each other. Maybe we should help the Sprickens with the Cyclops. The Cyclops seem to be the bigger threat here. Actually, never mind. They all suck equally. Or so it looks like anyway. Oh, you two are fatigued. Never mind.
Time
That's
to
fine.
search for the spot to rest.
Okay, we're gonna take these potions with us. Might as well take some of these daggers as well. They say they sell. Okay. And yeah, I know you want to rest, but let's not rest here. So I don't need to, well, rest here and then leave this area. Like manually. Like this. Holy crap! Good thing that these characters can't actually be hit by lightnings. Or at least I assume they can't. So no one suddenly dies because they were randomly hit by a lightning.
May we have a moment of respite?
Now let's continue a little bit. A bit more. Oh, let's go.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Excuse me. My voice is a little bit... what's the word? Hoarse. I think
You
that's the
shouldn't
word.
treat Sarenrae with such disdain. She's a great goddess who has defeated many horrible monsters. Her shining sword has wiped whole cities from the face of the world.
Not bad. And why do you keep nagging about mercy and forgiveness? Tell me about how she slaughtered her enemies.
Well, yeah, you do that. As long as he can... Yes, he actually managed to succeed and make a proper meal this time. So what do we have here? Ore vein. That would be very nice to have as well. This damn mountain slowing us down.
I need to catch
Let's
my
go
breath.
check this side next. Ah, goddamn Monguk. Linnorm's grave.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Yeah, let's rest here.
Hey, Goblet! I saw you near my things. Tried to steal something.
Amiri has strange stabber. Wanted to look closer. Touched nothing. Don't want to get hand slashed with that stabber.
Maybe he tried to... maybe he tried to take a look at that big-ass sword that Amiri is wielding. Anyway, the giant skeleton of a Linnorm, a gigantic monstrosity that somehow found its death in the Dunsward plains. Wind and sun have withered the bones of this majestic beast. The bleached ribs extend into the air like strange trees, and the moss-draped skull even now instills horror in the hearts of those who see it. The ground around the skeleton has been stumped flat by the mastodons that often wander these plains in search of food and shelter. Okay, that can't be the place. Yeah, let's check this area. We are spending so much time trying to find this goddamn place. But I can always reload, if need be.
I need to catch my
Shivering
breath.
Glade. Okay, so what is this place? Even during warm weather, a traveler passing through this place would feel a supernatural chill crawl across their skin. On top of that, an eerie silence dominates the place. There are no bird songs or even the buzz of insects to be heard. Shivering Glade. That can't be it either, can it? Okay, well let's continue as far as we go. Never mind.
Require rest.
Rest here.
You can fight. You aren't afraid. I have seen this. So why do you avoid fighting?
Because every battle, win or lose, is another defeat. Every death is another soul that will never come to repent and be forgiven.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I guess we just go back to north. Ah, goddammit. Try to avoid them, please. Thank you. Okay, and this is the Linnorm's grave. We don't care about the grave. Old storage. Should we go all the way up here? Well, I guess we can. Stop. Rinderpressed burial ground. Decades ago, during a cattle pestilence, the locals buried dozens of infected carcasses here. Since then, the site has been overgrown with grass, but something sickly still lingers in the air. Okay, we don't want to go there. Amphitheater. Don't care about that. And then we just come back down here. Okay, so I'm quite convinced that this is the place where we need to go. These must be the ruins. But the question is, how do we open that door? I could send someone back. Let's send Octavia. What kind of skills do you need for that door anyway? Like magical devices? Who has the highest skill of handling with magical devices? Can I check it from anywhere? Okay, so we sent Octavia back anyway. Take Lindsay. I think Lindsay has quite high skill. Maybe I should take Regongar with me as well. Well, let's try that. Okay. So, let's go to the Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes and try again. Okay, let's try.
Anything is possible.
The door radiates a faint transmutation aura. Well, I guess she can have... These two can't do anything either. Let's see. Use magic device plus 20. That's pretty damn high. And Regongar only has plus 11. And we have -1. -1 with him as well. 0 plus 3. I might actually have to go online and check out where that place is. Because I don't want to waste too much time trying to find that place. Well, you know what, I'm gonna do exactly that, so be right back real quick. Okay folks, so as you can see I decided to reload the last save, so yeah, as you can see this area is once again completely unexplored. So I'm reading this one guide here about the Varnhold vanishing, and there is this the Lost Brother quest. I believe it's, let's see, the Lost Brother, and this one here. So we have to find Edrist Hanvaki, I believe. So let's see. So at the beginning of the 4th chapter, the Varnhold vanishing, Lord Hanvaki arrives to your throne room. Yes, okay, so yeah, he came to us and we got this quest. And let's see, he will ask you to find his missing brother. Yeah. Head to the Varnhold and discover a place called Shallow Gulch. Shallow Gulch. Did we find that place during our exploration? Goddammit, maybe I shouldn't have reloaded there to this save. Well, we can find it, I'm sure. So let's try to find the place called Shallow Gulch. Okay. So it's right there. Okay. That was easy. So let's go there. Avoid them, please. Thank you. Nope, not the Varnhold. Here. These goddamn mountains. Where are you going? How do we get there?
I'm hungry. When we stop.
How do we get there?
You know, Ekin, I'm glad you're with us. Too bad we never met earlier.
Me too. You're a good friend.
Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, everything succeeded. Nice. Okay, so how do we get there? Is there a guide how to actually get there? Let's see. No, it just says go there. So no more detailed instructions. Okay, so how the hell do we... The journey will take some time. Well, yeah. If only I knew how to get there. I was supposed to go here. These goddamn enemies. Ah, goddammit. Guess we have to fight this. Just a moment. Oh, we just go from here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so while traveling through the hills of Nomen, we noticed something worrisome. Crows circled the sky, much as they do upon spying a corpse to feast upon. More ominous yet, clouds of smoke trailed into the sky as well, after noticing that we stormed over there, rattling our weapons and shouting battle cries. Well, that's what Roskar would do. Approached carefully, trying not to reveal ourselves. Well, that's also what he would do, because he is a hunter as well. Well, let's do this, and besides, our chances are slightly higher to succeed. Okay, nice. We soon saw what attracted the crowds. A dead horse lay in the ditch, one leg missing and its carcass already picked at by scavengers. Near the horse was what looked to be the corpse of its former rider, a young man clad only in undergarments. The smoke was coming from a bonfire, around which goblins were roasting a horse leg. Of course it's a bunch of goblins. It seemed their hunger was stronger than their fear of these animals. Other goblins were busy rummaging through the clothes of a deceased man and taking whatever choice bits they could find. One goblin was strutting around wearing a beret with a feather, another a velvet jacket, and two other goblins, each wearing a single boot, were in the middle of a talk of war with the dead man's trousers. When we saw this, we rushed into fight. I mean, yeah, they're just goblins. Bared our weapons and menacingly demanded an explanation. Who cares? Just rush into a fight. After noticing us, the little bastards started to flee, leaving behind everything they had been trying to take from the body of the deceased, including a hefty coin pouch. Alas, in this backwater, coin proved of little use. Alas, the body laid before us belonged to none other than Tomin Hanvaki. Okay, so he's dead. A noble from Gralton, the one whose brother begged us to look for him. A letter in his jacket pocket, yellowed with age, confirmed his identity. It was signed Mathian Hanvaki, a relative. All we could do then was take the tragic news to his brother. Okay, and we got 1600 gold, that's nice. Mathian Hanvaki's leather. Okay, so he didn't have any epic loot on him or anything. Okay, fine. And then I suppose that we just go back to our capital. Do we have like 49 days left? 48. I sure hope that we can still do this quest in this short in this short time. I certainly hope so, because if not, then I'm screwed. This whole Let's Play is screwed. And we are back here, folks. Okay, so he didn't appear before me or anything for an audience, so I guess I'm have to find him by myself. Okay, but before that, I'm gonna go and have a quick rest. Then we go look for him. Did he say where he would be? Maybe he's in the tavern. That would only make sense if he's waiting for us there. These are just guards, the storyteller. Let's see, just to be sure that he's not here. Does it look like it? No. Okay. Well, let's go to the tavern and see if he's there. Yeah, leave. And yeah, we go with this. Oh, goddammit, I thought I could select. I thought I could go to the tavern from here. Okay, so let's do it this way then. Works like this too. So, to the tavern. Okay, so are you here? Yeah, there you are. Metris Hanvaki. Did you manage to find anything? I have bad news for you. Your brother is dead. Your brother is dead. I found this letter on his body. Yeah, of course we're gonna give it to him. Is that so? My poor father won't be able to cope with such a loss. What have you done, brother? And for what? After reading the letter, Edrist sighs bitterly and shakes his head in dismay. So that's how it all started. My brother found our great-grandfather's letter in the family archives, and he decided to follow his example. And most unfortunately, he did. Maybe we should have read it as well. Whatever. This means I'm the heir of the title now. But this doesn't give me the tiniest trifle of joy, believe me. Well, I'll have to stay in your capital for a while. If during your travels you happen to find yourself in this ill-fated tomb, do me a favor and tell me what 2 Hanvaki daredevils died for. Tell me about your grandfather. Mathian Hanvaki was known for his bravery and recklessness. When our family was dealing with some financial difficulties, his best idea was to leave his family estate, his wife and his children in the care of his brother and go off treasure hunting with a group of daredevils of the same kind, let's say. No one has seen him since. Unfortunately, stories like this aren't unusual in our family. Yeah, I think you mentioned that last time. Stories about the exploits of my great-grandfather have become legends. The bards praised his courage. Too bad no one wrote any songs about his widow and everything the poor woman had to endure. Well, okay. I look forward for any news you may find. Okay, but now what? Many years ago, Mathian Hanvaki came here in search of adventure and was never heard from again. What could have happened to him? Edris would like to learn the fate of his great-grandfather. Well, okay. Discover what happened to Edris's great-grandfather. Okay. Well, I have the guide here on my phone, so might as well take another peek at it. Okay, so go there, complete the text quest and find the body of Tommen. Yeah, we have done that. Now you need to discover the fate of Hanvaki's great-grandfather. You will find the quest letter in one of the rooms in the Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes. Okay, so we have to go there. No worries, you will... Oh wait, what? You will find the quest letter in one of the rooms in the Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes. No worries, you will visit the location during the Lost Relic quest anyway. Okay, we haven't done that obviously. Do not sell the letter. Go back to the tavern and show it to Edris to complete your objective and earn 750 experience points. Well, okay. And along the cold trail. Do we have this quest? Or is this a quest? Well, if it is, I don't have it. In the Kellid Barbarian camp location you will find a defaced sister. Talk to her. She will say that if you find her friends, also defaced sisters, you will find out what happened in Varnhold. You need to visit 3 places, preferably in the same order as specified in the quest description. Bottom to top. One sister went to the Forsaken Mound. Head down the map until you find the location between the fork in the road. Go there, complete another text quest and obtain the Cyclops incense burner. The defaced sister is dead. You do not need to return to quest givers. And the next location is Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes. And then there's something about buttons and stuff. Okay. So anyway, we have to go to Kellid Barbarian camp, which we did find, but we didn't go there. But along the cold trail, is that an actual quest? I assume that's a quest. So should we have read the letter before we gave it to him? Or do we still... We don't have it, do we? We lost the letter. Lost item. Mathian Hanvaki's letter. Oh, I can still read it. Okay. Pendred, my dear brother. I hasten to share the good news. Our family's financial predicament will be happily resolved in the near future. How, you ask? Why, by the grace of the Cyclos of all things. You see, these beasts, who once used to inhabit Iobaria, will become our benefactors. While studying ancient maps, I have discovered the location of several of their tombs in the hills of Nomen. It's common knowledge the Cyclops used to bury their dead with their treasures. Treasures they have no need of. Fortune calls, my brother. In a day soon to come, the Hanvaki's family coffer shall be full to bursting. Your brother, Duke Matthian Hanvaki. Okay. Okay, so now we know what they said in the letter. Well, anyway. Well, even if this, what was it called, Along the Cold Trail, even if that is an actual quest, we may not actually need to we may not need to actually have the quest in order to talk to that defaced sister or whatever she was, and continue from there. So yeah, let's just should we go with this party? Thinking about leaving Octavia behind again. I just don't know how to play her properly. Or maybe that's why I should keep her so I can actually learn. I kinda want a better cook, though. Should I try to go without a support? That might actually be rather risky. I need to decide my party rather carefully now, because I don't want to send anyone back later and then replace him or her with someone else, because that's gonna take like, what, 4 days from that distance? I do want Knock Knock with me. He's like one of the best characters because he deals so much damage. Kundayo for the same reason, except that he's ranged, plus he also has a wolf. I don't think that we need Amiri here. I could use another support here. And she has some other useful skills up in her sleeves. And since I don't know how to play Octavia, I might as well just leave her behind. Take Vergongar with me. Very ranged heavy team. But we have 2 pets with Huffer and the whatever the wolf's name was. Okay, well, let's go back to Varnhold. Okay, and we are back here now. The Kellid Barbarian camp was somewhere around here at the edge of the map. So let's go and find it again. No enemies, please. I really don't want to bother myself with weak goblins or kobolds or bandits or whatever. There it is. Kellid Barbarian camp. But how long have I been playing? Well, fuck it, might as well play at least a little bit. Let's at the very least enter this location and see what we are dealing with here. Maybe they're not even hostile. Okay, this is... yeah, it's not that big place. Oh. On the low grounds among the hills, some Numerian barbarians had set up camp. While obviously set up recently as a place to rest, it was thoroughly constructed. Along with the stake palisade, the Numerians had reinforced their camp with a deep moat, spotting the body of some unlucky thief at the bottom. It seemed they made a good call. Guarding the entrance was our old acquaintance, Nobber. An old acquaintance, Nobber. I don't remember that name. The man whose group we met in the hills previously. Oh, did we? While his greeting was none too friendly, he did invite us to enter and led us to meet his leader. Well, okay, nice. I don't remember this Nobber, but... hey, good thing that we met him before. We were led to a man named Dugath, a middle-aged Kellid with a gorgeous mane. Once gargoyle black, now salt and pepper, as well as bronze skin, hardened by sun, wind and time to the point that it almost looked like oak bark. Speaking with assertive tones, he invited us to dine with the Tiger Lords. Oh, this must be the barbarians we randomly once ran into, and I think that we healed one of their one of theirs who was sick. So he invited us to dine with the Tiger Lords. That was the name of their tribe, and spent the night in their camp. Any business we might have with the tribe, he said, could be discussed in the morning, once everyone was rested and refreshed. Oh, they are nice people. Not wanting to offend the barbarians who had proven to be commendably, how do you spell that? Commendably hospitable, we accepted the invitation. Within minutes we were seated by the bonfire with goblets in our hands. As guests, our goblets were wrought of skillfully decorated silver, with intricate carvings depicting the scenes of battle. The cup-bearer filled everyone's goblets with wine. When Dukat raised his cup, officially starting the feast, the Baron drained his goblet to the dregs. So basically we drank it empty. Took a small sip from his goblet, stood and proposed a toast of health to the people gathered here. Well, that sounds more like him. Spilled his wine on the ground. Well, that sounds rude. He stood and proposed a toast of health to the people gathered there. The Numerians listened to the toast in awkward silence, but when the Baron stopped speaking and drained his goblet, they burst into angry shouting. All of them spilled their wine on the ground. Well, fuck. It was apparently a barbarian tradition, offering the first cup to the spirits. Only after the cupbearer filled their goblets again did the Numerians start to drink, and so did we. Well, that didn't go as well as planned. The main course, unsurprisingly, was meal. While hunting in the hills, the Numerians had killed a deer and 2 wild boars, all now roasting over an open fire. As the tribe's guests, we were offered the best pieces. Fierce in battle, the Numerians were equally fierce at the table. They frantically tore the meat apart with knives, bare hands, and teeth, as though attacking the throats of their worst enemies rather than eating roast venison. Only one camp inhabitant didn't join the dinner. Far from the festivities, a slim woman wrapped in grey cloak sat alone, her face hidden behind a piece of cloth. She was so quiet and still at first, I didn't realize she was a living being at all. The Baron, oh, this must be one of the defaced sisters, I think it was, that I read about from that guide, demanded she be invited to the table. Either didn't notice her or just decided it would be wiser to ignore her. Asked the Tiger Lord who she was. Yeah, I think he would be curious enough. Glancing cautiously between Dukat and the woman, one Numerian explained that the woman was one of the defaced sisters, half priestess, half wizard. While they may travel along with the Numerians, they never ate at the same table. Judging by the tones the barbarians used when speaking of the woman, it was easy to tell that none of them held any warm feelings towards these defaced sisters. After everyone had eaten their fill, it was time for entertainment. The barbarians began singing an drawling song in their guttural language known as Hallit. Later, one of the Numerians explained that it was a ballad about a brother and sister who defeated a huge metal spider. Metal spider, huh? The song that followed was a comedic piece about the adventures of a stupid werewolf. The Numerians all sang it together. It was clear that each of them knew that one by heart. Most everybody clapped to the rhythm, though some thumped their knife handles on their shields, and one skilled person accompanied the song on a vargan. I don't know what vargan is, but I assume that it's a musical instrument. Once the song was over, Dukat appealed to his guests, us, to surprise our hosts. The Baron decided our best choice would be... Appealed to his guests, us, to surprise our hosts. The tale of how we defeated the Stag Lord? Yeah, I think that we would brag about that. A friendly sparring match. Well, that sounds like something that barbarians would appreciate. Now in before I'm wrong. A bard's song. A demonstration of some magic tricks. We know no magic tricks. A friendly sparring match. Surprisingly we have only 20 athletics here. But then again, yeah, okay. Because we got 16 athletics and she got 18 diplomacy. Okay. A friendly sparring match. Of course we are gonna do it. Succeed. The Numerians have a great respect for brute force, and not many things impress them more than its demonstration. Yeah, I thought so. At least I wasn't wrong about this one. I witnessed the barbarians roar in delight as Roscar stood in triumph, shaking his fists over a defeated barbarian lying in the dust. Excuse me. Even Tukat nodded in approval, clapping his hands after watching the fight. Finally, the drinking and singing came to an end. Only bones remained from the feast, and the bonfire had burned down to ash. Satisfied, the Numerians retired to their tents. Okay, so this party was quite a success. Saving game is impossible.
Okay? I haven't seen my sisters for several days. I'm afraid they may be in trouble.
These ones have voice acting, and their own portraits too. Okay.
This whole land is nothing but trouble. You want me to risk my life and the lives of my people to do your dirty work? Go ahead, ask Armagh to give the order. Oh, but Armagh stayed back in Numeria, which means I am the one making the decisions here.
But what about my sisters? Something terrible could happen to them.
You sisters insisted on this expedition. So it's your price to pay. With your blood, not ours. Something terrible could happen, you say? It is too late for that. We already lost good men on this pointless journey to nowhere. Whatever Armagh needs, it's not here, and it wasn't here from the start. But you didn't come here for him, did you? You came for your own reasons. You want some magic toy that once belonged to the ancient Cyclops. Well, I'm not leading my men to their deaths for that.
To Goth.
This conversation is over. You want help? Why not ask our guests to help you? If you can afford their rates, that is. As for me, my single remaining goal is to get my people home alive, and well, and as soon as possible.
The woman leaves, sobbing. Dukat turns to you. Good morning. Well, let's get down to business, shall we? Introductions aren't necessary, Baron. I know who you are. Let's discuss how we can be useful to one another. Do you know me? How? Well, of course everyone knows us. Who's that woman? Do you know anything about what happened in Varnhold? So how can we be useful to each other? Yeah, let's ask that first.
I'm afraid we can't. At least not yet. I'd be happy to take a new job, but our chieftain's orders were strict. Search the location and come back with a report. But if you could help us here, say, by finding whatever these witch sisters are looking for, or maybe just making them disappear forever, mark my word, Baron, the Tiger Lords never forget those who helped them.
Yeah, I trust you. Barbarians are usually honorable like that. If Amiri is anything to go by.
Disappeared, you say? That can easily be arranged.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but we're not gonna do that. So, who is that woman?
Wish I knew who these witches are and where they came from. Our chieftain, the great Armagh, spirits bless him, trusts them as if they were holy oracles. He sent us with them to these dead hills, and none but the sisters and the chieftain himself know why. Who am I to confront the chieftain? So now we wander these lands, chasing the unknown.
Alright. There's a whole army of you here. How did you manage to get so far? Do you know anything about what happened in Varnhold?
Varnhold, huh? Isn't that the village Maegar Varn got from the Ristovik sword lords?
Yup.
I know Varn. He's not the best fighter, but not the worst. As for what happened there, I wouldn't know.
Okay, I didn't think so, but thought I might as well ask. So there's a whole army of you here. How did you get here?
None of your business, actually.
Okay,
But
fine.
just to reassure you, we weren't sneaking into your lands without permission. I'll answer. It was magic. The sisters opened some strange tunnel.
Oh, so you're gonna tell us
and we
anyway.
used it to get here from Numeria. Gorham witnessed my words. I'm no coward, but I'd rather march for a month through all the river kingdoms than use that damned tunnel again.
So basically like
Strange.
teleportation.
Wrong. Just like those witches themselves.
Okay, so what are you looking for here?
I wish I knew. The sisters are looking for something, but they won't tell anyone what it is. I guess it's some antique that used to belong to the Cyclops. Some magic trinket or something. As for me, the only thing I'm looking for is a good reason to quit this nonsense and return to Numeria as soon as possible.
Okay, how did it go? Did you find anything of interest?
If we did, do you think we'd still be here now?
Ah, the ruined
The
tower.
only thing to be found in these hills is one's own death. A group of my men entered a cave that turned out to be a spriggan den. They barely survived the encounter. Also, we found the ruins of some old tower, ancient as the world itself, and useless as this expedition. There is nothing to be found here, except, like I said, for one's own death.
Okay, so maybe it was these barbarians who chased those Spriggans out of their home, and then those Spriggans found their way to Varnhold that was empty by the time they got there. Okay, that would explain it. And because we are a barbarian ourselves, maybe that's why they confused us with these barbarians. I wonder if they would have done that if we were any other class. I don't know. Anyway, so what else can we ask?
Ask away, why not? I don't promise I'll answer, though.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess we could ask about him.
I'm Dugath, son of Gordir and Harith Threefingers from the Tiger Lord's tribe. My entire life, I've served Gorham, first on the battlefield, sword in my hand, and later with prayer as well. I've fought in battles all across the river kingdoms, in Yoberia, Guld, Ustalev. My price is high, my hand is steady, and my sword is deadly.
Okay. Finishing his speech, the man gives you a wide grin, showing off several missing teeth. Okay. Tell me about Gorham. That's the god of war, the same that Amiri worships, I believe. And about your chieftain?
He's a strong fighter, brave one. He says he's Armagh, an incarnation of a hero from the old times. Just don't ask if I believe it. Armagh is smart. He knows how to do business. If he'd only pay less attention to what those witches whisper, he'd be a perfect chieftain.
Okay. It says the cleric hesitates. So he's a cleric? Very barbaric cleric. Okay, I like the sound of that. I guess we could ask about Numeria, just out of curiosity.
Eons ago, stars rained down on Numeria. Pieces of metal, both dead and living ones, fell from the sky. Since then, metal monsters roam those lands, and the grounds hold a wealth of adamantine, among other valuable things. Weaklings don't survive there. As for us, Numerian Kellids, we grew up on that land. We drank its poisoned waters and breathed its toxic air.
So you're like
Metals
mutants?
from the depths infused our bones and muscles.
Yeah, pretty much.
No one can beat us. If there were anyone capable of bringing us down, it would be ourselves.
I would want to hire these guys to my army so much right now.
There it is, Numerian humor. For those who find gallows humor too cheerful.
Okay, well, I don't think I will care about the Cyclops too much or anything else really, and besides I want to end the episode here.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, let's leave for now. The Face Sister is here. Okay, so should we? Well, let's get the quest. The Lost Relic. Oh yeah, this quest was mentioned in that guide. If those troublesome sisters won't tell us what they're looking for in the Cyclops ruins, then we'll just have to find ourselves. We know where the other priestess went. We only have to follow them. Well, let's talk to her first, actually.
You, our guest. The Baron, am I right? I'm sorry you witnessed that unpleasant scene. If I may ask, what is your name?
Well, you say it's... you say my name here, Baron... Oh wait, he says Baron of Roscaria, never mind. Because Roscaria and Roscar, they're so similar. Roscar, and yours? After you give your name, a large raven who had been sitting on the fence nearby takes a wing and flies away, cawing coarsely. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Baron. I have no name. I've rejected it to serve benevolent powers. Not the greatest sacrifice of those we're sometimes called to make. You may call me Defaced Sister.
Okay, so what are you looking for here?
It is not yet time to answer this question. We are searching for ancient ruins.
Oh hey, me too.
The remains of structures built by the previous holders of these strange lands. That is all I can tell you, for now. I understand that you want to know more, but have no doubt, you will in time.
Oh, I'm sure I will. So, you speak in riddles. What were you and Tugad arguing about? Well, we kind of heard it. You have a whole army here. Yeah, we asked that already. Do you happen to know anything what happened in Varnhold?
Dark things tend to happen in that land. I can only guess to the fate of Varnhold. My 3 sisters know more. Help me find them, and you'll get your answers. If the spirits are kind, it will happen before it's too late.
Okay. You speak in riddles.
Don't be wary of riddles. Those wise enough to solve them eventually learn much more than those who always seek straight answers.
Okay. Do you have any idea where your sisters might be?
Do you have a map?
Yep.
I can provide you some direction. One of my sisters went to the Sepulchre of Forgotten
Sepulchre,
Heroes.
that's how it's pronounced.
Another went looking for the Forsaken Mound. And the third was going to visit the ruins of the City of the Hollow Eyes. I won't lie, these places are all very dangerous. But searching for lost truth always involves danger.
Okay, we got the locations on our map. Okay, that's all we really wanted. Okay, we have to go.
If in your travels you meet my sisters, please help them, and I will help you in return. Remember this word, Gahab. That is what the previous inhabitants of these lands, the Cyclopses, called darkness they so worshipped. If a door shut and lockless bars your path, this word might be your key.
Okay, so we have to say this word to that door.
May kind spirits guide you in your travels.
Okay, so now we know how to open that door. Along the cold trail. Okay, here's the quest now. So this is a side quest, so we don't need to worry about this. So the third sister should be in the City of Hollow Eyes, another sister in Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes, and the last one in Forsaken Mound. Okay, but now I'm gonna end this episode here. Shame that we couldn't accomplish as much as I was hoping for, because we wasted so much time wandering around Dunsward trying to find the ruins ourselves, and we did find the ruins, but we just couldn't open it yet because we had to do all this crap first. Okay, so in the next episode, I guess we first go to the ruins. How many days do I have left? 40 days, so we got plenty. So maybe I first go and find the sisters. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. We find the sisters and then we go to the ruins and see how far we can go. So, until next time. Thank you for watching once again and see you next time for more Pathfinder Kingmaker.